The X-Books. We only got 2 of these today. Man, Marvel has really been blessing my wallet lately. I appreciate it. Must be a thank you for all the loyal the loyal dollars I've spent with 5 books in a week. But anyway, we're going to start with S.W.O.R.D, number 10. Last we left off, it turns out WizKid is a traitor. And and also I guess the super guardians of Shi'ar were just like washed by the Lethal Legion.
They sure were.
They got destroyed. It was kind of crazy. Even Gladiator was there, and I'm like, Gladiator doesn't play games. Why isn't he just like eviscerating everyone in his path? Everything I've seen of Gladiator has been just like nonstop savagery, but I don't know. All of a sudden, he's soft. Anyway, this issue starts off with WizKid, aka Takashi Matsuya, and we learn a little bit about his experience. He is a paralyzed mutant, and he's actually dyslexic as well. He talks about how in Krakoa, it's a lot like, living in, I guess, for lack of a better term, the human world, where no matter where he goes, his disability is always like brought up and just kind of like questioned, and everybody gives him like the weird side eye on top of him being dyslexic and him having to feeling like he has to prove himself and how smart he is, having to like build shit just to make sure people know that he's not stupid. And yeah, the next scene is just basically the fallout of what happened in last issue regarding the Super Guardians. Storm comes in and is like, I don't like that you've killed these people. What the fuck? So, Mr. Elegant points his cool atomic chainsaw at Storm. But Frenzy comes in and blocks it. I don't know what her powers are at all. I'm gonna look them up right now. But in any case, she blocks the attack, and Sam also comes in, knocks his fucking teeth out. The weird Deathbot guy, he just kind of shuts down and plays dead as the big orb in the sky. I forget its name. Commands it to.
Damn, I forget. Yeah,
I forget it too.
It's a cool name too. Probably they all have interesting names.
Yeah, they all. There's like I remember Mr. Eloquent. She's I don't know. I'm not even gonna try. But yeah, it shuts down, and the princess of Shi'ar is like, or the queen of Shi'ar is like, she did it. She won. Deathstrike is like, yeah, she sure does, but I don't think I'm gonna like go down there quite yet. I think there's still something fishy going on.
I love the dialogue from the fucking from the cyborg horse thing. Like, I like how Storm tells him, like, so what you gonna do? Like, you gonna surrender, or am I gonna tear you apart with these tornadoes?
And
he's like, noted. Recalibrating for new situations. Yeah, I thought that was funny.
Yeah, okay.
That was a very robot way of saying, yeah, all right, I'm not sure what to do now.
I don't want the smoke. Shutting down. So Frenzy's abilities are basically like strength. She can just like fight real good. She has super strength, super speed, stamina, durability, human agility. She's Luffy, I guess.
Essentially.
Luffy without the gum fruit, I suppose. But anyway, back to the S.W.O.R.D station. Cable is approached by WizKid, and WizKid remembers that, like, yeah, the old Cable's here. Back when he was young Cable, we were pretty cool buds. He was nervous being up here because this was his first like real job on Krakoa. So, he was nervous, and you know what? even now in his old state, he still like talks to me similarly because this is how he remembers me, as the guy with all the answers. But he getting a little too close, so I'm gonna shock him now. And he basically hacks Cable's mind, and knocks him out. Because remember, WizKid is a traitor. Apparently.
Yeah, this whole like monologue. Is that the right word? Where he's talking to himself?
Yeah, that's a monologue.
Right. Okay, because it's happening in the text. It's not like saying it out loud. Anyway.
No, yeah.
This is a whole monologue about how like he has to beat Cable on Cable's home field. Like, you know what I'm saying? He has to fight him in it, like with Cable having the advantage. And guess what? I won.
Yeah.
So I guess this was a flex. I guess they're showing us that
I could beat Cable.
This kid is that raw with technology.
Yeah. Yeah. Because like Cable has a lot of technology on him. His arm is very robot-y, and his eyeball is very robot-y. He's a robot. He got phalanx in him. That's pretty intense.
Is that what the techno-organic virus is?
Right. I think so. Or I think it was at least like...
Yeah,
I think it was at least related to the phalanx. But I don't... Maybe
it is related to the phalanx. Right. I know that it has something to do with your boy. That's... man! God damn it. Doug Friend.
Oh, yeah. Doug Friend. Doug Friend is fine. I remember. Cypher, yeah. And no, Warlock.
Warlock, there we go. Yeah, similar to Warlock. Anyway, Warlock is a phalanx. And he can affect things with techno-organic virus. So I believe you are correct.
I remember things sometimes.
And that was a nerd moment.
We gotta have a drop for nerd moment, although that would probably go off all the time because this is a very nerdy podcast. But in any case, back to the battle against the Lethal Legion. Frenzy goes off to check on what's it, Gladiator, who's like on the floor. Is it weird that I'm annoyed that Gladiator's just like not doing anything?
They took his confidence away.
Yeah. I don't know what the fuck.
We went over this. He has no swag anymore.
He has no swag, but why? What happened?
Because of what they did to him. They hit him with a
Oh, you're right. The Perona guy. Empathic. Yeah. No, you're right. I forgot about the damn fucking Perona guy who can make him feel bad.
Yeah, the sadness. Yeah, that's exactly what's going on. You know.
I'm a worm. I'm less than a worm.
He is. He's less than the dirt.
Yeah. I'm worse than the dirt. Yeah, I remember those when they made him say when Zoro's just like, I'm not even worth being a worm. It's really funny. But anyway, they think this thing is stopped. I would have just like destroyed this thing anyway. I don't know why they're just like letting it sit there. This is where about the time where I started getting a little confused because portals start opening up.
No, because she's a diplomat. And it's the diplomatic ring.
Yeah, you're right. There's technically no violence allowed, even though these people have killed the people they're being diplomatic with right now. But
yeah, but Storm is a regent.
She is a regent.
Damn, I think she's gonna smoke Korra. I hope not. But
yeah, we'll talk about it when that thing comes out. Actually,
yeah.
But in any case, portals open around the robot thing. It starts talking about how like sentience of the lake, Hellas, diplomatic ring, sentience of Morocco, long distance translocation is famously a delicate art. And all of the cyborgs are apparently revealed to have translocation receivers within them. And it turns out that they can summon themselves from different points in time, is what I gathered. And that's the big twist, because Storm tries to destroy the remaining robot thing, but it's like, too late. Coordinates locked. Lethal Legion is a disposable enemy of the future, army of the future. A perfectly balanced, self-replicating terrorist cell. So, and then they just emerge out of these portals.
The crazy thing is, they took out the whole Super Guardian unit. So, like, they're not just grunts. This is bad.
Yeah.
Might be too much for the almighty Ororo.
No, nothing's too much for Ororo. You better watch your fucking mouth. Nothing's strong. Nothing is stronger than Storm. She'll come out of the page and slap the shit out of you if you say that again.
Yeah, I gotta watch my mouth. You're right. Thanks for checking me, bro. I appreciate it.
I did it for your own good. You know, I gotta protect my boy. You didn't mean it, Storm. You didn't mean it. Meanwhile, at the S.W.O.R.D Station 1, Cable wakes up from just getting owned by, or as the kid would say, pwned by WizKid. He got pwned by WizKid. And it turns out that there was a mass evacuation of S.W.O.R.D ordered. And Cable calls in and is like, what the fuck is going on? And they're like, I don't know, man. You called this evacuation order. And at that moment, the S.W.O.R.D station explodes. And we cut over to the Alpha Flight station where Girich is standing with WizKid. And he's like, oh, good work. You actually blew up S.W.O.R.D. Why? Why would you... I know that this is already done, but why would you betray Krakoa like that? I almost said Konoha, but why would you...
the Hidden Leaf?
Yeah. Why would you destroy the Konoha Gakure for this?
I forgot the Japanese name.
Yeah, he basically says, like, let's just say I don't see humans and mutants all that different. Xavier Magneto brought Apocalypse into this, and that's where I was out. You know, fuck that guy. And Girich is like, good, I believe you fully. And for the record, that's exactly what I thought you'd say. And he walks away, and that's when it turns out WizKid's
wait. WizKid says under his breath, like, so I wanted you to think. So you thought it because that's exactly what I want you.
I want you. Well, I planned this. Stupid.
Don't know me like that.
Fucking idiot. Get wrecked.
Yo, this kid's on a chance.
Okay, so he's just like, he talks about how, so when you tell people what they already think, they bend over backwards to believe it. It fits his worldview to put me in a little box, but Krakoa medicine helps me, and Krakoa doesn't ask about my insurance plan.
Yeah, nigga.
Stupid. Their healthcare system is incredible. You think I was going to leave their healthcare system? They got fucking socialized medicine on Krakoa. You think I'm leaving?
Stupid.
You want me to come back and get, I don't know, health first? No way.
Work a minimum wage job?
No. I'll
pay taxes? Or for them to not go into the community in our schools and roads?
No way, sir.
And social services? No? All in people's pockets? Yeah.
Yeah, no, never.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. But yeah, he says the truth was it's not really a lie either. But mutants and humans aren't really so different. We're all Earthers, citizens of the Sol system. If we can bring everybody up to where we are, drag them here if we have to. Is that arrogant? And he starts talking to a little voice. I wonder who this is. Where he's just like,
with the green lettering?
Yeah. I wonder who could that possibly be. And talking to this voice, he's like, they still don't get it. We make technology out of plants, out of mutants combining their powers. We can make anything out of the particles in the air if we want. And this little voice pulls up from out of his collar, I guess, and is like, even so, let's remember to be humble, Taki. After all, it's not like mutants invented PIM particle technology, and it's Abigail Brand who planned this all along.
Yeah.
I think we definitely called this last time we talked about the S.W.O.R.D. So
I mean, like, don't you just complete? Yeah, I mean, why forego the healthcare?
Yeah, of course. He should have like realized that as he walked out the door. It's like, wait, he's like leaving free healthcare and immortality.
Oh, they don't know. Well, Peter Garrick doesn't know about the resurrection.
Oh, he doesn't. You're right.
Yeah, but
well, I'll tell you what. I feel like Garrett also realized that this might happen. That like he brought Abigail Brand on here or whatever. Because I think there was a point to him saying, that's exactly what I thought you said. With WizKid also saying, well, that's what exactly I thought you said. I knew that what you would say. So, who's smart now? But
I knew you. What did
So who's the smart guy now? But Garrett probably knew that he was going to say that. So it was there. I remember there was this scene in Ice Shield 21 where they did something very similar, but they kept layering it on. Where it's like, is what I thought what you thought I'd say. They kept like going back and forth about it. What a weird scene that was. Anyway, it reminded me a lot of this. But that was S.W.O.R.D. It was a solid issue. I don't know how many S.W.O.R.D issues are left.
what is it at right now?
This is the 10th.
Probably 12.
So 2 more.
That's a nice number.
12 sounds like a nice number indeed. But yeah, I thought this was solid overall. It was good to see the story of WizKid. I thought his backstory was pretty cool and interesting. I didn't hate it at all. But I don't have all that much to say about S.W.O.R.D. It was a solid comic book. I'm annoyed that Gladiator has no swag in this, but whatever. What are you gonna do?
He'll get right. He don't need to. I don't think Stone can beat all of those people. Whoa.
Hey, whoa,
I'm
hey.
saying it would be nice for her to have assistant.
Yeah, I wish she would just like spare them a little so other mutants can do things.
She can't beat all of them easily. She might have to try a little bit.
You're pushing it, but all right. You're pushing it. But yeah, that was S.W.O.R.D. Solid enough issue. I suppose we should move on to X-Force number 25. This is the 25th issue, which is a big deal in American comics. The Quadricentennial issue. Big word I haven't used since episode 25 in general, so pretty good. We open with Wolverine visiting Forge in his forge, and he's apparently built Wolverine a surfboard made out of Krakoan balsa and adamantium. So it's equal parts a surfboard and also a very sharp thing. As we all know, Wolverine loves sharp things, even when they don't have to be sharp.
I don't know about surfing, so
I mean,
maybe the sharpness is excellent.
Yeah, it needs to. It's maybe the sharpness is excellent. But yeah, I mean, I don't know anything. If there are any surfers who listen to the show, you can comment and let us know the significance of a very sharp that makes you bleed type surfboard. But anyway, I guess Wolverine's gonna go.
Wolverine is just a vehicle for like male coolness.
Yeah, he does everything.
I don't know how else to explain that, man. Like, he's everything. He's everything that's cool
and manly.
Manly, yeah. Like,
I'll tell you what.
Very masculine. Like, not even just masculine stuff. Just like all the awesome stuff he does.
Yeah, 90s kids are freaking the
surfs.
90s kids are freaking the fuck out right now. He's a surfer. I wish I had like the Rocket Power theme song queued up.
Yeah,
we are riders on a beach. I honestly would never have pegged Wolverine for a surfer, but I guess he does that too now.
I would not have either. Like, it is not even all right. I wouldn't even put it past him. That's not the issue. It was this page. You know what I'm talking about?
Is it when he's just looking at the waves? I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah. He's just like, yes.
Choice.
Yo.
Oh my god. These waves are tubular.
When he starts waxing poetic about the tubes.
Oh my god. Dude. And the
We're
tubes.
gonna get to that. We'll get
Listen,
to that.
I will. Before we move on, I will say that he talks about the tubes, but he's also like, I love these waves so much because they really fuck you up if you fall in them. They really beat the shit out of you if you fall in these waves, and only I can survive them. So, you know, I fuck with them. I just come here and die sometimes. I'm gonna serve these death waves. So we cut over to the cuckoos, who I guess are like just chilling, being a hive mind.
Yes.
And they look up in the air and they see like this text being written out. It says Phoebe plus Quentin in a big old heart thing made out of psionic energy. And Quentin pulls up, is like, "Hey, let's go on our date thing. What we gotta do." I thought this was a cute little gesture. But her sisters are mean.
Yo, so fucked up.
Yeah, they're just like, "Ugh, it's him." And they go away. They just like leave, and Quentin's like, "Are you okay?" And she's like, "No, it's fine. I'm okay. Don't read my mind. It's okay." And Choir's like, "All right, let's go." And they enter the bower, which is, I guess, basically this nursery for mutant babies. And then we cut back to Wolverine 2-page spread surfing. I wish I had that Lilo and Stitch song. It was like, riding high in a Hawaiian roller coaster ride. But yo, he even pulls out his claws and puts them in the wave. Wolverine's even got to stab water. This man has a problem.
Simply just because. All right, so here's the thing, right? I do understand what he's saying. Like, you know, when they say, what do you write? There's no better feeling in the world beats the best sex or whiskey buzz you'll ever chase. Right. I'm not a drinker like that. So I can't relate. But I'm gonna tell you this, bro. When you're doing something, I know how it feels to like feel in control over like a force of nature or something like that. It is an exhilarating and awesome feeling. Something like surfing, or like even if you're like riding a bike, you know what I'm saying, over terrain, or you're boating or something, like, you know what I mean. It's just when it's just you versus nature in a situation and you succeed, it's really dope. It's almost like winning in gambling. The fucking serotonin, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Right?
It's an adrenaline rush, you know. He's like a thrill seeker.
So I don't want to make fun of that. He's right, and that is awesome, and I think he expressed it well. But it's like, Wolverine. I mean, he's saying these things, and he pulls out his metal claws, and it's like,
yeah, I
when
don't know.
did you find time for surfing, bro? I guess he was alive so long. That's not like.
I mean, sure. No. I mean, I'm not like, there's no way Wolverine surfs, but I never really thought about it. I've never been like, Wolverine probably surfs, you know, like I never had that thought. Yeah, I don't know when he became like Anthony Bourdain, where he's just like traveling, doing cool shit. I guess.
Personnel geese.
Yeah, stab in the water, and then he just like falls in the water. He gets hit by the wave. The wave like devours him whole. And he just like gets bashed around in underwater corals and whatnot. He gets really fucked up.
Yeah, damages some fish's homes.
Yeah, he's like, tubular. As he's like going down, he's like, an elemental battle that I just lost, basically. And as he's drowning deeper and deeper into the abyss, this pair of arms comes in and grabs him out of the ocean, I guess. we cut back to the Bower, and this is actually kind of a sweet thing. Apparently, Quentin Quire comes in here every few weeks to basically calm down the mutant babies and give them, like, find out what their powers are and kind of, like, keep them at ease, make sure that the babies don't, like, lose control of their powers in infancy. It's pretty cool. I think this is a very practical, cool thing that Quentin does, especially because it ties into his backstory. He was very ostracized because his powers manifested when he was really young and he couldn't control them. So this is how he's just kind of like making sure that doesn't happen for other kids growing up today. I think it's a very sweet gesture. But
yeah, I thought it was really nice, and it was maybe not subtle, but it was a cool way of showing his growth, of affirming his character growth through this series. I mean, if this series ain't doing nothing, well, it's done other things, especially with Beast. But if nothing else, the development of Quentin Quire has been very enjoyable to see by X-Force.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't been, like, before the Hickman era, we weren't really tuned into the X-Men all that much, but Wolverine and the X-Men really introduced us to Quentin, and we really loved him back in the day.
Yeah, he was dope. He was a piece of shit.
Yeah.
But he was cool, man.
Yeah, he was edgy shonen protagonist, I guess. He was Bakugo, essentially, but just meaner. But yeah, this is really cool to see how far he's come into adulthood. And we cut back to Wolverine, who's just like on this beach side, waking up. The lady who saved him is like, "Yo, you just hit a gnarly wave, dude. We come here sometimes, you know. We surf. You want to surf with us?" And then Wolverine's like, "Hell yeah!" And,
yeah, you see my adamantium surfboard?
Yo, don't touch it; it'll cut you.
I'll let you into that.
It's a surfboard and kind of a sword. It's a surf sword, I guess, if you want to put it that way. So
it's slow edge. It's been a little while.
Yeah.
I like that one.
Yeah. So Wolverine is, I guess, surfing with these strangers. He doesn't really, like, ask them who they are and why they're on Krakoa. They're just casually surfing with them. And Wolverine's like, "Yo, this chick rules. I'm in love already. She's so cool.
I'm in love already. That's it. Fell for her.
I'm an immortal being, basically, who I'm already smitten. You know. And I guess, like, they're vibing by a campfire, and then I guess they make out at some point, talking about waves and dangerous terrain. So, yeah. Anyway. Oh, the purpose of the scene is actually, like, Wolverine reveals that, like, she's like, "Hey, we're thinking about hitting the break off the Arakan Point by the peninsula." And Wolverine's like, "That's not the point. The point is here." And she's like, "Oh, right. I got my bad." Anyway, want to make out? They just make out. Meanwhile, Quentin Quire is telepathically summoned by the cuckoo that he's dating, Phoebe, and she's like, "We need to talk." I forgot to mention this as well. There's, like, an informational page where the cuckoos have just, like, told Phoebe to dump Quentin Quire, because apparently, like,
just because
apparently they just do this sometimes, where they go to, like, damaged mutants and, like, heal their trauma, and then leave them. So, you know, they figure that Phoebe is done. She doesn't need to do this shit anymore. And it's taken away from the hive mind. So she goes over to Quentin and she's like, "I peeked in your head while we were at the nursery." And Quentin's like, "Hey, that seems odd because you're the one who told me not to read. We shouldn't read each other's minds." And she's like, "Yeah, sorry, but sometimes your mind is so loud and electric. It's like the Las Vegas Strip." And she pulls this mental image out of his mind of himself, Phoebe, and a little baby Quentin Quire with the mohawk and everything. it's really cute that he pictures the baby also has a mohawk for some reason. So Quentin's like, yeah, that was just a daydream. And she's like, it scared me. He's like, it scared you that I care that much about you? And she's like, it's just too much. You know, you want too much and you love too much. You're too much in every way. An Omega mutant through and through. And Quentin's like, damn. Whoa, what are you saying? And Phoebe's like, I need a break. And she's like, a break? You sent your astral projection here to break up with me? And she says that my greatest commitment will always be to my sisters. As Quentin is weeping in his bed, like his physical body is weeping in his bed. And I'm like, oh, Quentin.
Yeah.
Damn, that was sad as fuck. Oh, my God. He can't catch a break. It's a sad thing.
Yo, it's not fucking fair, yo.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, he had been an asshole.
I mean, yeah, but
he's like that sometimes.
He's been better now. It's been a long time.
Yeah, for like a week.
It's been a long time since he's been a real asshole, like a real like sabotaging piece of shit, as opposed to just a smart ass. You know.
True.
But yeah, they're broken up, I guess, and then we cut back to the Bower, where a bunch of babies are getting kidnapped by Pike, the lady that Wolverine met, and her squad, because this was their plan the whole time. I don't know if they're mutants or not, but this is they just stuff them into these tubes, and they're like, all right, we got some babies, let's go. And we get an overlaying message from Black Tom to Sage, where he's like, maybe it's nothing, but maybe it's something. The veg is giving me a tickles, telling me two things that add up to a bit of bad business. First of all,
a bit of bad business.
Just a bit, just a smidge. It's like, first there are the Bower bassinets, and then there's the plankton perimeter. Need to investigate further, but if I were putting a wager down, we'd say that there's a bloody baby heist underway. As these guys just like swim away with smiles on their faces, abducting babies. And that's where the issue ends.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. We just got these.
That lady, the blonde lady's definitely lit. She's like, I got to bang Wolverine, the Wolverine. And I'm accomplishing this mission.
And
my guild is working.
And I got in some choice waves.
Woo!
They brought surfboards to a baby abducting mission.
Tubular.
Well, that's X-Force. I did enjoy this issue a lot.
Hey, that was cool.
As far as
I said that before we started the podcast. Like, it wasn't really. I don't think that it was just a bad week.
No, not at all. It's just funny. Like, aside from the Wolverine surfing stuff, which was absurd. I mean, I can't. There's no two ways about it. It's so weird to see. It's not bad at all. I'm not mad at it. It's just like made me like double take almost. It's just like, what the fuck is going on here?
So the way he had his face. Yo, you gotta make that the thing fast.
Yeah. No, I might.
You're gonna mean for something.
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to. He was literally at the most peace I've ever seen Wolverine his entire life. He was just like, I'm about to catch a choice wave.
2 series. He's not Spider-Man. He's not Batman. He is, though. That's the thing. People love him.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what? A while ago, I was thinking, why hasn't Spider-Man and Wolverine got their own series? They have a little dynamic, and they do. They have like a mini series out there somewhere. I'd like to read it someday, but in any case, that was X-Force. Lots of fun. All the books were solid this week. Nothing super intense, but in any case, that's all I got to say about it. Are you all set?
Yeah.